Second-year computer science student, convinced that nothing can hurt me anymore. Prove me wrong. Your name must be Visual Basic. Hepatitis C++. Ruby on sale. C not so sharp. You are looking like a HTML page without CSS. Looking at you gives me an L pointer exception. If she was a thread, she would be the garbage collector. Even your keyboard is embarrassed to be fingered by you. You've got that low-rent Russian cam girl look to you. I bet your wallpaper is hideous. You look a lot like a functional programming language, something to F around with in college and then forget about later. With that face, a keyboard is the only thing you're ever gonna stroke. The practice girlfriend. You look like the baby Kurt and Courtney aborted. From human import plain, from personality import boring while plain and boring. Possibility of real-time ship equals 0, future of low-paying job equals 100, ability to pay back student loans equals 0, get roasted. Roast the ginger. Androgyny Weasley. Carrot bottom, you could have been Lindsay Lohan's twin in The Parent Trap. Ed Sheeran's cum sock had a baby. Suddenly that phrase "I'll beat you like a red-headed stepchild" makes total sense. You make Elton John look like an MMA fighter. You're so fluid, your nickname is Ginger Ale. Go out in the sun for 10 minutes and you can roast yourself. So you're both genders? Good for you. No insult can be greater than what genetics has already done to you. If only the face blended into the wall as well as the hair did. That way we wouldn't have to see it. I can't tell where your hair ends and the brick wall begins. You look like the stunt double for Rocky Dennis in Mask. I turned 18 yesterday. I think I will never find a boyfriend who loves me. Most of the time I sit in front of my PC and play some games. So roast me now. Your hair looks like a wig made of hair pulled out of the shower drains at a chemo ward. Gay men swipe left because you look like a woman. Straight men swipe left because you look like a man. Bi men swipe left because you look like a ghost. You couldn't find a boyfriend so you became your own. This photo screams it puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose. The very depressing vampire Lestat if he worked at Hot Topic. Frankenstein's daughter. The North would rather forget. Fast. So that's what David Bowie would have looked like if he had no soul. Looks like a deep fake of an androgynous pan non-binary. 24-year-old machinist and redneck living at my mom's house. Light me up. You look like you spy on your roommate in the shower. You look like an upside-down Bob Ross. His mom describes him as a happy little accident. You look like you eat mayonnaise straight out the jar. Opening bottles of beers with your keys doesn't make you an engineer. You look like you crawl out of a cave once a year and if we see your shadow it will be a short winter. Your beard looks like it has been formed from the remains on the floor of a barber shop. If high cholesterol was contagious, people would die just from driving by your house. Praise the Dwarf King. You look like you unironically say yeehaw. 22, living with my recently divorced mom, acne, daddy issues, and crippling insecurity. Fry me. Without the age, I would have guessed she was the divorced mom. She looks like a cheerleader for the bowling team. Acne is the only thing brave enough to come on that face. And even then, it's still unwilling. Don't worry, you won't end up like your mom. Nobody would marry you in the first place. Nobody knows the trouble you've seen. You look like Sloth from the Goonies and Iggy Azalea had a baby they're both ashamed of. The only thing bigger than your daddy issues is that forehead. Can you smell the moon? Looking like a Dollar Tree version of Pam from The Office. Finished college but can't get a job. Slowly learning to love myself. Tear me down. You look like a sick Victorian child who won't make it through the winter. So both you and your degree turned out to be useless? The secret Weasley sibling with the pronoun of they. So that wasn't a ghoul in the attic after all? Your nose is longer than the Panama Canal. You look like the girl with braces from Finding Nemo if she grew up. You clearly didn't get a degree in fashion or cosmetology. Fiona Apple, but no discernible talent or memorable facial features. I didn't know you could graduate post-mortem. Congrats, I guess. Good thing you're learning to love yourself, cause with that face, nobody else will. Just got my hair done today, laying in bed bored, so roast me. You look like someone who thinks they're cute and quirky but is absolutely exhausting to spend any amount of time around. Most dudes lack the confidence to rock a haircut like that. Well done. I feel like if I was in your bed, I'd be bored too. That's after the hairdo? That's not a hairdo. That's a hair don't. I'd roast you, but I'm afraid you would just slide into my DMs asking if I want to subscribe to your premium Snapchat. It doesn't matter whether it's Gen X, Boomers or Millennials. You can always spot a future cat lady. You look like Velma from Scooby-Doo, if Velma paid a blind monk with hedge trimmers to cut her hair. I doubt you could say anything my family hasn't already said. College student, stoner, cereal box-shaped body. Let me have it. You have the jawline of a much prettier man. You should give speeches at high schools to prevent this from happening to someone else. That hole in the front of the shirt probably makes stuffing the tissues in a lot easier. You look like Brie Larson if she was from Colorado. That's one cereal box I don't want to reach inside and pull out the toy. You look like someone put a Captain Marvel doll in the microwave. How do your forehead and your chest have the same square footage? The star of HBO's newest show, True Blood Disease. If your face was Congress, your forehead and nose would have a supermajority. I love you. I don't. But at least I thought of something your family never said to you. 20 years by Criminology student. And me. You look like an attractive girl who was stung by bees and the swelling never went down. You're like Rapunzel, except for instead of letting your hair down, you let everyone in your life down. Criminology? I bet you murder every chair or couch you sit on. How was it finding out that becoming bi just doubled the number of rejections you got? The best way to roast you would be with an apple in your mouth and a brown sugar glaze. Your parents committed a crime just having you. There's an interesting topic for your thesis. Your eyebrows are as far apart as your gym sessions. The face of a cheerleader and the body of a linebacker. 18 years old broke college student who looks like a 25 years old reincarnation of Jesus. Do your best. Being crucified is the only way you're ever going to get nailed. Lord bless this meal. Ramen. Duckling Dynasty. You look like a cult leader with 0 followers. Just because people say Jesus every time they see you doesn't mean they think you look like Jesus himself. Is that you, Ashton Kutcher? 26 years Egyptian studying master in Germany. Show me your worst. Egyptian Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. Your hairline is as visible as your handwriting. You look like you are already halfway through a mummification. Your face's lack of symmetry makes me question your Egyptian heritage. You either need to grow a beard or shave that thing off. Well, at least we know where the broken nose of the Sphinx got to. Are you one of the aliens that helped build the pyramids? I'm 23 today. Make it hurt. You're every pirate's dream with that sunken chest. Looks like all your friends showed up to wish you a happy birthday. There's a reason why there's only one chair at the table. Left eye sees the future, right eye sees the past. Maybe by the time you're 46 you'll finally get through puberty. Her walks up to the pharmacy counter without uttering a single word. Pharmacist, crest white strips aisle 4. Why did I instinctively swipe left the instant that I opened this thread? This picture has about 50 shades of bland. My lovely GF just took 30 pictures because she wanted to look perfect on her RoastMe shot. Give her your best Reddit. Why would you take 30 pictures of a first draft face? It's not the pictures that are the problem. Looks like someone who was abandoned by her self-help group. Christ, what did the other 29 look like if this was the winner? I like that Op's girlfriend is a perfectionist and clearly he is not. Your girlfriend's a real specimen. Several specimens actually, the lips of a trout, the nose of an aardvark and the forehead of a beluga. You don't hold her hand in public, do you? Maybe she should also not stick her face in boiling water before each pic. Not gonna lie chief, your girl looks like an ankle with a skin disease. You look like the Liger Napoleon Dynamite Drew. Looks like she has athlete's face. My friend says he is unroastable. Do your worst. Unemployable. Did you just Photoshop r/RoastMe over a picture of a hobo holding up a "will work for food" sign? He looks like Sirius Black's chromosome hugging brother. Serious problems. When the man of many faces decides to do many drugs. He is no one, literally. He's poisoned more apples than Monsanto. He definitely has a hepatitis of some sort. Of every sort. The sort of person who owns only one spoon and it's quite charred. He needs to comb his hair. It's methy. Sorry man, I don't got any change. 22. I have 3 cats and get paid to watch anime/lurk on Reddit. Receptionist, entertain me with your insults. When you get a hand tattoo just so someone will hold your hand for an hour. Receptionist, what's it like to peak at 22? What Halloween store is open this time of year? That hand looks like Vienna sausages with bugles jammed into the tips. You look like the last time you washed your hair Bill Cosby was still a respectable father figure. You look like if Zelda and Cindy Lou had a baby with one of those things from the Dark Crystal. This subreddit usually gets a lot of pretty girls just looking for attention. I'm glad to see a change of pace. You look like Charlie Brown wearing a Bon Jovi wig. Those 3 cats are going to turn into 30 when you hit 29. Do your worst. I am a doctor, I've seen everything. How horrible for your patients that the first thing they see after getting clear vision is your face. I bet you tell everyone on the phone your name is Bill. I've never seen this part of the convenience store. Can you blind me so I don't need to see you, ever, again? Are you an optometrist or a doctor? I'm just trying to figure out if you are helping save lives or are more of an eye dentist. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and leave your comments.